The word barn find and Mustang is very much thrown around, very common, but guys, we literally have an actual barn find Saleen on the channel today. You don't want to miss this. Hello and welcome to Gearhead 704. I'm Matt, and guys, we are still at Ponies in the Smokies. I'm actually out here with a bunch of FoxBodies and Mustangs. We've got a nice blue coupe right here. Believe it or not, this only has 2,000 miles on it, and it has been on the channel before. In case you missed that video, I'll throw one of those cards, check it out. But what we are talking about today is this barn find Saleen SSC. Saleen SSC 89, owned by Lance. Welcome to the channel.
What's up, guys?
And FoxBody FX is your brand, right?
That's right.
And guys, he also, oh yeah, let's show off. Look, oh, look at the shirt. There you go.
Got the shirt there. Got the patch.
Yeah, you're all badged up, man.
Badged up, baby.
All I've got is this. You're making me kind of feel bad. You even got a hat. Look at you. You even got a hat.
Gotta love the hats.
Yeah, and just right over there is his podcast booth. You've been podcasting here, right?
I have, yeah. It's been really fun. FoxBody Influencers podcast. It's a daily Mustang podcast, especially for you FoxBody nuts out there that watch, I'm sure, Gearhead 704 channel, which I watch as well.
Appreciate that.
It's on all the podcast forums, just FoxBody Influencers podcast.
Cool. And the other cool thing about it is I've actually been on it.
You have been.
So I think it's really cool now.
You and Tiffany.
That's true.
And my wife, we did a great podcast.
Yeah, we did like a couples podcast.
It was so much fun.
It was.
Yeah, you guys got to go watch it.
Yeah, so definitely check that out.
Listen to it.
And you got YouTube, you got Instagram, your FoxBody FX, and all the things, right?
All the things.
And you also have this Saleen Mustang.
I do.
Now, how many actually Mustangs do you own? Is it just FoxBodies you own, or?
Yeah, personally, 3 FoxBodies.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got the Bimini Blue, or Bimini Blue, how do you say it? How do you say that, actually?
I say Bimini because that's the island,
okay.
You know. So yeah. Bimini Blue Coupe, yep.
Yep.
Bluetooth, it's its name.
Bluetooth, okay.
Yeah, my youngest daughter, she nicknamed it that. And then a bunch of people online, they were like, yep, let's stay with that name. So
cool. And then, of course, this one we're about to talk about here. What's your third one?
Well, I have an 81 T-top coupe.
Oh, at 81, I didn't know that.
Black on black, 5-speed V8, Marty Report.
You know what part of the problem is?
It's a barn find too.
It's a barn find too. They're missing over there, guys. They
are missing.
Yeah, they're missing an 80 and 81. You could have brought an 81.
I know.
Next year, maybe.
I found out about it a little late, and we just didn't have the way we came, and we brought family and everybody was stuff.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. But so this one though, now you have a full video on your channel, YouTube channel, FoxBody FX.
Yeah.
So they should check that out as well.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'll throw a link down there in the description, so you click that, you can get to Lance's video.
Thank you very much.
What number is that? I see it's like, okay, 85.
Yeah, it's 85.
I could barely make that out, but that's cool.
Right.
And tell me about, like, there's a history behind this, a barn find. Like,
yes.
So how did you first find out about this car?
You know, I didn't know anything about it. Like, there's a lot of people that are probably going to hate this part, but they know. Like, I live an hour and a half from where the car was, but I wasn't the guy that like drove past it every day, because this car sat outside actually for decades.
Wow.
The guy drove it. It has 77,000 miles on it. I mean, he drove it to Daytona, he drove it to Indianapolis, he drove it everywhere. He enjoyed the car.
Yeah.
But here's what happened. He said, look, I really want to make sure that this car, I guess, is seen by people, so he left it outside all the time.
One of the fun things about filming in the convention center is they get insanely loud sometimes, so we had to pause filming. But Lance, you were saying, had 77,000 miles. Now, how many years did he drive? It's a one-owner car, obviously.
Yeah, everything's still in the original owner's name. Like, I've driven the car like a mile. All the documentation is still in his name, original owner. He bought it brand new. It was a John Bleakley Ford car, actually. Transferred to Chatsworth Ford in Georgia. Bought originally from him. But here's what's cool, that your video is the first one I've told anybody this on.
Oh, exclusive.
This is an exclusive, all right, which is a really cool fact. This car was bought new in 90. It's an 89, okay? But he traded 2 Mustangs and cash for it. An 87 and an 88, and had to put another 15 grand cash on top.
Holy cow.
Because these were almost 40,000 brand new.
I knew they were,
Where a brand new convertible was only 17.
In 1990, by the way.
That's 90 grand today's standard.
Wow.
So it's crazy how that happened. So it's neat because I even have his finance application. He left every bit of documentation. It's so cool.
That's awesome.
It's all out in the car, but it's just like crazy story. And then he just drove it everywhere. He loved it. I mean, it's like somebody in the family must have worked at the Western Sizzlin'. People were like, I saw it parked there all the time.
When did he park it out front and just stop driving it? Because it sat for a long time, you said. Do you have any idea?
From what I hear from people, about 6 years ago.
Okay.
And then it was put in the barn about 3 years ago after he passed away.
So he just drove it that long, you know? I mean, that is crazy.
He did. He really enjoyed it. Really well taken care of, actually.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that. Like, did you see any like pictures of it, you know, before he parked it outside out front? Like, was it in good shape still at the time? Or?
I haven't seen those pictures yet,
okay.
But I hear about them because everybody's like, I got pictures of this car from 20 years ago because it was sitting by the side of the road as a landmark. I'd go by and take a picture at 10 miles an hour driving by, and then I'd develop those pictures. I know. So they're there. I just haven't seen them. So if you're out there and you have them, send them to me.
Yeah. There's only, for those that don't know, most people do, but SSC Saleens, there's only 161 of them.
That's right.
And I did, a long time ago, I did a video on the channel on one of my best videos. This is actually my favorite year Saleen, because I believe it was the first year they started doing engine modifications, a little bit of engine.
They did, yeah. It's got its own Saleen intake, specialized, it's got an upgraded MAF. It's got
actually, you know what, let's go ahead and take a look under the hood
absolutely.
and kind of go through some of this. Now, under here, it really screams barn find, but
barn find.
I love the rust, a little surface rust.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, this is a different intake manifold,
Very
right?
little rust, actually. The car's in great condition. So upgraded roller rockers. It's got its own upgraded mass aerator. It's got the Saleen special intake on it. They upgraded the radiator cooling system. It's got the Monroe adjustable 3-position suspension.
And you still got the original Monroes on there. Wow.
That's right, the Monroes and the cords. Inside, it has the actual 3-piece adjustable suspension knob in the inside. So on the go, you can actually adjust it.
In 1989 technology, that was pretty neat.
1989, that's still neat.
I know.
I mean, come on. And there's another Saleen SSC right next to it, and it's missing all that stuff. So that's the thing. Like these cars, most of them, when you see them, they're missing those parts.
Absolutely. You know, the one I told you I did on my channel back then, it did not have the Monroe stuff anymore. So all original parts, like even the interior is good shape, right?
It is. It has the original mufflers. The Dynamax mufflers are still on it, and they're in good condition. Wow. This thing's really quiet, actually.
Yeah, you said underneath it's pretty clean, right?
It is. There's some of the just exposed metal parts, and those have a little surface rust, but they'll all come right off with a little vapor honing.
I was thinking it draws kind of a crowd. Take a look, guys. Like like we got all kinds of people. That's pretty cool. Can we jump in the interior real quick?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Actually, I was just realized sound quality might be a little better in there, guys.
Yeah, let's check it out. So really neat too, because these cars came with a roll bar and a rear seat delete. So check that out.
Oh, you still got the roll bar. Okay.
Oh, yeah. You can't not have the roll bar.
That's awesome.
That speaker box.
Yeah.
That's an actual Saleen SSC thing. They're on all of them.
Okay.
It's missing the
custom
foam.
fit.
It's missing the foam. The really cool thing about these cars are, in my opinion, is the interior and the console. It's a
I love the flow. These are the flow fits, aren't they?
They are, yeah.
Yeah, I love those.
They all came with those, and they have the little air adjuster for the bolster now.
Oh, really?
No. See
Can I have
pump?
a seat? Oh, look at the pump.
Yeah, so you can pump that like the old Reebok pumps. And then it actually adjusts the bolsters on the side.
Pump it up.
I know, isn't that crazy? Yeah.
Oh, the upgraded stereo. Oh, you still got the plaque?
I got the plaque. Haven't even cleaned it.
No, I mean, why would you? You know, like I think that's part of the appeal of it.
It
honestly.
is, man. It's such an appeal.
Yeah.
Everything's in great condition. I mean, for what it is, I barely even cleaned it. And so I cleaned the seats one time with a horsehair brush and some griots.
Okay.
But the driver's side headrest, I did not. So if you zoom in and you look at the driver headrest, that's the way all of it looked.
Ah, okay.
A piece that has not been touched.
Nice, preserving that. So it must have that's kind of weird to see it like that, where the windows rolled down or something, or why is it?
No, it's like I said, it sat outside, and so you can see this side of the car. This was the south facing, so the sun killed this. I mean, the body molding is now basically black. The gray's completely gone. And if you go and look now, converse around, look at it. I mean, it's really nice. Yeah. The body molding's nice. Even the side's not that bad.
Literally parked at the same spot.
This trim right here is not terrible. Yeah. But it always it was backed in, facing the road, like maybe 20 yards from the road.
He thought he was showing it off. It seems like.
He was showing it off. Everybody knew it, and they're like, that's the coolest car ever. Why is it sitting outside?
Yeah, that's another part of the story. So didn't a lot of people try to buy this car?
Oh my gosh. Look, just a minute ago, in between us filming, okay, a guy comes up and goes, I was one of those guys that tried to go buy that car.
Oh, really?
12 times.
Wow.
It's crazy.
So how did all right, and that's why you told us too, they basically moved it into the barn because they got tired of inquiries, right? So
sometimes it was daily people stopping trying to buy the car.
So how did you end up with the car? Or is that top secret?
No, it's not. I actually have a full video on my YouTube channel. It's really cool because I love to try to find cool stuff, right, Matt? So what I did was I was just on Facebook Marketplace, and there pops up an ad. The grandson posted a Google image search. So it was 8 stock photos of the Saleen SSC That was the only picture. A very short, crappy listing and a price. That was it. I'm like,
and
message, you know, until they respond. And then I'm like, I'm an hour and a half. I'm on the way. I'll be there at 6:01 when you get off work. And I was there, and I had cash and ended up with a truck as well. I traded and added some cash to it, and it worked out really good.
Wow. So it's just a timing thing for you.
Luck, timing, but being ready. You know, like I was ready to find something, but not this. And then it just popped up, and I was like, I'm the luckiest guy in the world. You know, to me, Matt, it's really community car.
Yeah.
I don't believe this is my car necessarily. I believe this is a community car. Like, I really feel like there's so many people that knew this car. It meant something to them. It was a landmark of North Georgia.
Yeah, Highway 411, right?
On the way to the Tail of the Dragon for a lot of people. And so I said, look, I got to bring it out and leave it in its current condition and let everybody see it and enjoy the car, because they drove by it, but they never got to get up close.
Yeah.
And so I just wanted people to enjoy it because everybody knew the car.
I think that's awesome that you're doing that. And honestly, I was going to ask you, like, you're letting everybody see the state right now, but what are your future plans for it?
I've gone back and forth, to be honest, but over the course of the pits 2022, everyone has been like, if you touch it, you're making a mistake. Don't touch it. Don't do anything to it. Leave it in its condition. And now I'm like, pretty much that's what I'm going to do.
Kind of leaning?
I think I'm just going to leave it.
Well, let's do this.
I'm going to clean it up a little bit more, but not much. I'm not doing a restoration on the car. It's got to be what it is. The story is so cool, I can't change. I just don't think I can do it.
All right, well, let's do this. Let's ask you guys in the comments down below. Let Lance know. First of all, go subscribe to his page. If you're still watching this point, you haven't subscribed. What are you doing? But second of all, let him know down in the comments, should he restore it, or do you think he should just leave it like it is?
I want to hear from you guys.
Yeah, and you know what camp I'm in? I'm in the leave it camp, honestly.
Leave it.
I am.
Okay.
I am, but we'll see what they say. You know, and then they can sway your vote, of course, because we listen to everything on YouTube.
It's possible. We do. Yeah. If it says it on YouTube, it's gold.
It's got to be. It does run and drive, I guess, obviously.
It does. It runs like a sewing machine. These 302s, I'm telling you what. For anybody that says the push rods are not good, this thing has sat, is 77,000 miles, and it runs like a sewing machine.
You did have to do a little bit to the brakes. What have you actually done? I guess let's cover that real quick.
Yeah, I mean, we obviously had to go through the gas tank. The guy actually had a brand new gas tank, fuel filter, and fuel pump sitting next to it.
With the sale? Really?
He bought it before he passed.
Okay.
And so, you know, this grandson just gave us all those parts with it. So we put them all in, flushed the fuel system, cranked it right up. It's amazing.
That had to be a fun moment.
It was so cool.
Did you get that on your channel too?
I did.
Okay, cool. So again, go check that video out.
Runs great. Like, we had to redo the brakes because they all of them were locked up.
Yeah.
Calipers were rebuilt. Had to get new rotors. We went as close as possible. Another quick tip nobody else has seen, but look right here. So these from Saleen were a cross curved slot.
Yep.
Okay. And they went all the way into the very center of the hub, okay? That's where it went. But now, the closest one we can find, these are from Brake Performance, so shout out to them. They make a curved slot rotor that fits this, but they don't go all the way to the center. That's the only difference.
But I mean, you had to do what you had to do.
Got to do what you got to do.
Yeah. Now, other than that, haven't had to do anything?
New discs, new pads, all that good stuff, that's it. These are the same old crappy tires.
Yeah.
They're dry rotted to death. They roll horrible. I've got new tires at the house. I'll probably change those out just for safety, so I can drive it a little bit.
You know what you could do is I mean, if you want to drive it a little bit, you could always just put a different set of wheels on it. You know?
Yeah, we've got a set of sterns.
These, you know?
These DPs, everybody comes up and they're going, are they cracked? I'm like, no, they're not cracked, actually. That's super lucky.
That is lucky.
But hey, we could do that.
Okay, so you've been here this whole time. Obviously got a lot of attention. Been right beside this other almost twin.
Yep.
Which one gets more attention?
I think you know the answer to that.
Yeah, it's gotta be this one. See, that's another reason why you need to preserve it. So
you'll never see another Saleen. In my opinion, I think here's another thing you want to comment. The coolest, rarest FoxBody to ever come out from a barn find, it's got to be this car. I've never seen a cooler barn find that somebody's put on video and brought out for the public to see.
I haven't either. So I mean, maybe you guys have.
FoxBody barn find. Is there anyone cooler than this one?
Maybe that should be a new YouTube channel. We should do that together. FoxBody barn finds. We have to find all the barn finds.
I know. Now we gotta look.
I know. But anyway,
scratch that.
I digress. Okay, well, Lance, thanks for sharing the car. Honestly, thank you for being out here influencing the podcast. How long have you been an influencer now? It's not been long, right?
I didn't even start out with that. Honestly, I named it the FoxBody Influencer Podcast because guys like you and other influencers out there making content, creating and building amazing Fox bodies, I want to spotlight them. They were out there influencing the community, doing cool stuff. And, if it happens to me, fine. That's not my goal.
If it happened, you're there.
It's like one of those things.
You're well on your way, sir. He doesn't know this, guys, but if you're watching this long, I took 9.5 months to get to 1,000 subscribers. You're basically right there. You're probably there today.
Maybe.
So, and how long has it been? 2 months?
Yeah.
All right, so you're doing good.
Okay.
So you're an influencer now. You are
Thanks.
officially, guys, I am proclaiming it today. Lance is an influencer. Go out there and influence, buddy.
Okay, will do, man.
Yeah, and thanks for sharing the car with us today.
Thank you for having me on the
Oh,
show, man.
of course,
I love
man.
the channel. We watch a lot of your stuff. It's always fun.
I appreciate it. I need
You
to watch
guys
more of your
keep
stuff.
watching.
Yes, tell them to keep watching. So,
Watch the ads.
yeah, that's the most important part. Please watch all the ads. Okay. All right, guys, a lot more videos coming for you here from Pitts, but thanks for tuning in this one. This was a lot of fun. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit the like button. If you're stopping in for the first time, please subscribe, because I do upload 1 time a week now, every Wednesday. We'll see you here next time on Gearhead 704. You got the beaming.
I have a Bimini Bluetooth.
Bloopers.
The
Okay, let's
bloopers.
try that again.
Which is there's really not some cash to it, and it's my car necessarily. Some cash to it, and it's my car necessarily. Hit the like button.
Like.